Have you ever noticed that you feel a little more sluggish than usual, even after a good night's rest? Or perhaps you've found yourself reaching for a cup of coffee, even when you didn't think you needed it. If you've been feeling more tired than usual, a little foggy in your mind, or even experiencing muscle cramps or dry skin, there's a good chance that you might be dehydrated without even realizing it. It's easy to assume that dehydration only happens on those hot summer days, or after you've been exercising. But in reality, dehydration can creep up on us, especially as we age. As we get older, our bodies become less efficient at signaling thirst, and the amount of water we need to stay properly hydrated can change. So, today, we're going to talk about some unexpected signs that you may be dehydrated, and more importantly, how to fix it quickly and easily. You might be surprised to hear that dehydration can show up in many different ways. And while you might think it's just a minor issue, it can actually have a significant impact on your health, making you feel tired, sluggish, and even affecting your mood. But don't worry, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do to fix it instantly. Let's start by thinking about the last time you felt a little off. Maybe it was after a busy morning, or a long stretch of time without taking a break. It's easy to overlook these moments, but small things like not drinking enough water can add up over time. So let's dive into the first sign that you might be dehydrated: dry skin. Dry skin is a common symptom of dehydration, and it's something that can sneak up on you without warning. If you notice that your skin feels tight or rough, especially after a shower, or you find yourself applying lotion more often than usual, dehydration might be the culprit. Our skin is the largest organ in our body, and it needs hydration to stay soft and smooth. When we're dehydrated, the body redirects water to more vital organs, leaving our skin to suffer. The good news is, this is one of the easiest signs to fix by simply drinking more water. But it's not just about the amount of water you drink. It's also about how consistently you're hydrating. You see, we often think that one big glass of water is enough to get us through the day. But that's not quite the case. Our bodies need a steady intake of fluids throughout the day to stay balanced. One great way to remember to drink water is by carrying a water bottle with you at all times. Keep it within arm's reach so you can sip throughout the day. This simple habit can work wonders for your skin and overall hydration. Another sign of dehydration that often goes unnoticed is fatigue. Have you ever noticed that your energy levels drop in the afternoon? Even if you've had a good night's sleep, you might assume it's just because you've been busy, or maybe it's the time of day. But dehydration could be playing a big role. When you're dehydrated, your body has to work harder to keep everything running smoothly, which drains your energy levels. In fact, studies show that even mild dehydration can make you feel more tired than usual. When your body doesn't have enough water, your blood volume decreases, which means your heart has to work harder to pump blood throughout your body. This extra effort can leave you feeling fatigued and sluggish. So if you're finding that your energy is fading faster than it used to, it's time to check in with your hydration levels. To combat this, it's important to make drinking water a regular part of your routine. And don't wait until you're thirsty. By the time you feel thirsty, your body is already signaling that it's in need of hydration. A good rule of thumb is to drink a glass of water first thing in the morning, then continue sipping throughout the day. If you're feeling sluggish, try drinking a glass of water and see how quickly it perks you up. You might be surprised at how much of a difference it can make. Now, let's move on to another unexpected sign of dehydration: muscle cramps. This is something that can be especially troublesome for older adults. If you've ever woken up in the middle of the night with a cramp in your leg, or had difficulty moving around due to sore muscles, dehydration might be to blame. Muscle cramps often occur when your body lacks the fluids and electrolytes it needs to maintain muscle function. Potassium, calcium, and magnesium are some of the key electrolytes that help your muscles contract and relax. When you're dehydrated, these minerals can become imbalanced, leading to painful muscle cramps. The good news is that this is another issue that can be solved with proper hydration. Drinking water not only helps to keep your muscles hydrated, but it also helps to restore the balance of electrolytes, reducing the likelihood of cramps. If you experience frequent muscle cramps, especially in the legs, try drinking a glass of water before bedtime. You can also consider adding a small amount of electrolyte-rich beverages, like coconut water, to your diet. Just be mindful of drinks with high sugar content. Water is still your best friend when it comes to staying hydrated. Now that we've covered a few of the signs you might be dehydrated: dry skin, fatigue, and muscle cramps, let's talk about how to fix it. You might already be familiar with the idea of drinking more water, but I want to encourage you to think about hydration in a more intentional way. It's not just about getting in your 8 cups a day, it's about being proactive and mindful about hydration throughout your day. And don't worry, making these small changes doesn't have to be overwhelming. As we move forward in this video, we'll explore more ways to make hydration easier and more natural for you. Stay tuned for the next part, where we'll dive deeper into the practical steps you can take to stay hydrated and how to notice other signs of dehydration that might be affecting your health. If you've ever had one of those days where you just can't seem to focus, your thoughts feel scattered, you keep forgetting what you were about to do, or conversations don't seem to stick, it's easy to blame it on age, stress, or even just a bad night's sleep. But what if I told you that dehydration could be playing a bigger role than you think? That's right. One of the most surprising effects of dehydration is brain fog. Your brain is made up of nearly 75% water, and when your body is running low on fluids, it directly affects your cognitive function. You might struggle to find the right words, feel slower in your reactions, or just experience that general sense of mental fatigue. It's like your brain is trying to function through a thick fog, making even simple tasks feel harder than they should be. The solution: staying ahead of dehydration before it starts. Instead of waiting until you feel thirsty, try setting a routine for your water intake. One great trick is to associate drinking water with regular activities. For example, have a glass of water every time you sit down to watch your favorite show, before each meal, or right after brushing your teeth. These small habits add up and can keep your mind sharp and focused throughout the day. And speaking of the brain, let's talk about something that's just as important: your mood. Have you ever felt unusually irritable, anxious, or even sad for no clear reason? Believe it or not, dehydration can also affect your emotions. When your body is dehydrated, stress hormones like cortisol can increase, making you feel more anxious or easily overwhelmed. Even mild dehydration can lead to mood swings, making everyday frustrations feel even bigger than they really are. And if you've ever felt unusually down or sluggish, it might not be because of life's challenges alone. Your body could simply be crying out for more water. A quick way to lift your mood: take a moment to drink a glass of water and see how you feel afterward. It's such a simple fix, yet it's something many of us overlook. And if you want to make hydration even more enjoyable, try infusing your water with slices of lemon, cucumber, or a few berries. Not only does it taste great, but it can also encourage you to drink more throughout the day. Now, let's talk about another surprising way dehydration can affect your body: your digestion. Have you ever felt bloated, constipated, or like your stomach just isn't working the way it should? A lack of water could be the culprit. Your digestive system relies on water to break down food and keep everything moving smoothly. When you don't drink enough, your body pulls water from the colon to compensate, which can lead to constipation. This is why drinking enough water is one of the simplest and most natural ways to keep your digestive system running efficiently. And here's an easy way to tell if dehydration might be affecting your digestion: pay attention to your thirst levels after meals. If you often feel extra thirsty after eating, it could be because your body didn't have enough fluids to properly process your food. Drinking a glass of water before meals can help with digestion and even prevent that sluggish, heavy feeling that sometimes follows eating. At this point, we've covered brain fog, mood changes, and digestion, 3 things that might not seem connected to dehydration at first, but make a huge difference in how you feel every day. And the good news is that they're all easy to fix by making hydration a priority. But we're not done yet. There's another unexpected sign of dehydration that often goes unnoticed, and it has to do with your heart. If you've ever felt your heart beating faster than normal, even when you're at rest, dehydration could be playing a role. When your body is low on fluids, your blood volume decreases, which means your heart has to work harder to circulate oxygen and nutrients. This can lead to palpitations, dizziness, or even feelings of lightheadedness when standing up too quickly. If this sounds familiar, try drinking a glass of water the next time you feel off balance or notice your heart beating faster than usual. And if you struggle to drink enough water throughout the day, try eating more water-rich foods like watermelon, cucumbers, oranges, or soups with a high water content. Hydration isn't just about what you drink, it's also about what you eat. Now that we've uncovered some of these surprising effects of dehydration, let's keep going. There are still more ways your body could be signaling that it needs more water. And in the next part, we'll explore the final signs you need to watch for and how to make hydration effortless in your daily routine. You've made it this far, and now you're probably starting to notice just how many ways dehydration can sneak up on you. We've talked about brain fog, mood swings, digestion issues, and even how your heart can struggle when you're not getting enough fluids. But there's still one more sneaky way dehydration affects your body, your muscles and joints. Have you ever felt stiff in the morning, like your body just doesn't want to move the way it used to? Or maybe you've experienced sudden muscle cramps, even when you haven't been doing anything strenuous. It's easy to blame these things on aging, but dehydration could be playing a bigger role than you think. Your joints need lubrication to move smoothly, and that lubrication comes from water. When you're dehydrated, the fluid that cushions your joints gets depleted, making movement feel stiff or even painful. The same goes for your muscles. Without enough water, they become more prone to cramping and tightness, especially at night. A simple fix: try drinking a glass of water before bed and again first thing in the morning. This helps keep your muscles and joints hydrated overnight and can make a big difference in how you feel when you wake up. And if you're someone who struggles with leg cramps at night, adding a little bit of potassium-rich food like bananas or oranges to your diet can also help. Now, let's talk about another important sign: your skin. You might not think of your skin as a hydration meter, but it's one of the first places your body shows signs of dehydration. Does your skin ever feel dry, itchy, or thinner than it used to be? When you pinch the skin on the back of your hand, does it bounce back quickly, or does it take a moment? This little test can give you a clue about your hydration levels. When your body is well hydrated, your skin stays supple and elastic. But when you're not drinking enough water, it becomes drier, more fragile, and slower to heal from cuts or bruises. The solution: hydration from the inside out. While lotions and creams can help, nothing replaces the benefits of drinking enough water. And if you want to give your skin an extra boost, try adding foods with high water content like cucumbers, tomatoes, and bell peppers to your meals. These small changes can make a big difference in how your skin looks and feels. And finally, let's talk about something most people don't connect with: dehydration fatigue. If you often feel exhausted, even after a full night's sleep, your energy levels might be suffering because your body doesn't have enough fluids to function properly. Dehydration slows down circulation, making it harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach your cells. The result: that sluggish, drained feeling that makes everything feel like a chore. Before reaching for another cup of coffee, try drinking a glass of water instead. It might surprise you how quickly your energy levels improve. And if plain water doesn't sound appealing, herbal teas or coconut water can be great alternatives. By now, you can probably see just how powerful hydration is, not just for quenching your thirst, but for keeping your entire body running smoothly. The good news: staying hydrated doesn't have to feel like a chore. It's about small, easy changes: keeping a glass of water nearby, eating more water-rich foods, and listening to your body's signals before dehydration sets in. So, here's the challenge for you. Try increasing your water intake over the next few days and pay attention to how you feel. Notice if your energy improves, if your mind feels clearer, and if those little aches and pains start to fade. You might be surprised at how much better you feel just by giving your body what it needs. If you found this helpful, let me know in the comments. Have you ever experienced any of these dehydration symptoms before? And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need a reminder to drink more water. Here's to feeling your best at any age, one sip at a time.